Hey everyone, let me get you promoted here. Hang on one second. Okay, let's see. A little bit of catching up here to do. Long story short, is I had to install a new computer starting Friday, and it all worked out. And today I accidentally hit the button that said, "Do you want to use Google Chrome?" And I said, "Sure." And guess what I had to do all over again? Figure out all my passwords and reset a bunch of them. So, Gina, I'm going to promote you here. Hang on one second.
Cool beans, ready for it.
Yeah. All right, computer, come on. GH, there we go.
Chomping at the bit, ready.
And you are now co-host.
All right, take it away, Gary.
We got John Smart coming on tonight, and hopefully he hasn't been waiting too long. Let me see if he's in yet.
He is. I'll promote him right now.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, we've already got a full house too. I apologize for being late. I was in, and then I had to reset Zoom, and then I had to reset Facebook. And the way the world is today, anytime you reset anything, it's not like the old days. You just type a new password, old password. They got to send you a code and verify everything. And in any case, it took 5 minutes. So John,
hey, Gary, you're on realtor time. We're good.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, John, good to see you, buddy.
Gary, how you doing? Good to see everyone.
How things out your way?
Doing well. Busy as came out like a shotgun in 2023 with all my deals. I have 2 more closings tomorrow, 2 next week, 2 the following week. So if I keep this pace, I'll do good.
So you're slowing down then, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, how's the puppy dog?
Oh, doing well. He just had his little grooming today, so he's all handsome. He's proud of his little. For everybody, I have a little Labradoodle, so he went to the doggy spa today, and he's really happy.
Awesome. So, guys, what we're going to do tonight is John's a guest. He's obviously a realtor too, and when we met, he was on our podcast. But for the interview, to be on the podcast, he was out walking his dog. And you're Philly, right? Philadelphia?
Yeah, I'm a Philly guy.
Yep. All right.
Still disappointed about my Eagles, but
I know.
we're hanging in
there. It was highway robbery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in any case, guys, I met John, and he's got a lot of good things he's doing in the world of marketing. So I wanted to have him talk about that tonight. So make sure you're ready to take notes. Of course, this will be recorded, and the recording will come out tomorrow from Beverly. And what we'll do, John, is Gene and I, and there's a couple other folks like Andre. I'm not sure if let's see here. Hang on one second. Who else is on here? Usually we have 2 or 3 people manning the chat box and things like that. But now do you like us to give you the questions as they come in, or you want to have like intervals, like whatever?
Yeah, no, we could make it interactive. So anything I'm covering, you guys have any questions along the way, I'm happy to make this interactive.
Okay. Now, do you have anything to present?
Yeah, I have a slide presentation I'll start out with to kind of get the wheels going.
Okay. Well, we have agents from all over 36 states, and we usually have several guests. We've got several brand new agents. Desiree, Chris Patterson is just brandy new, still shining. Let's see who else. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody here. I think that's in some guests, like Dean Lawrence was a guest. So from all over the country. And if you'd like to, go ahead and take her away, and we'll be manning the chat box for you.
Yeah, very good. So before I share my screen, I'll just kind of maybe a little introduction to who I am. So I'm officially John Smart on my birth certificate, but since 2nd grade, I've been known as Smarty. So in Philadelphia, I'm known as Smarty the Realtor. So you can call me Smarty. I'm a technologist in my whole career. I spent 34 years. I developed and sold the #1 platform for commercial real estate. So that was my claim to fame. I used to have a full head of hair when I started this journey in technology. But in 2011, I sold my company to IBM, And they put golden handcuffs on me. They said, hey, we want you to run our Watson group. If you ever seen IBM commercials at the Masters and Super Bowl, they gave me the keys to Watson for buildings, for real estate. So I ran around the world, saw about 100 countries and from 2011 to 18, and really promoted smart buildings to the IBM client base. Got tired of the corporate world, and I left the corporate world at the end of 18 into 19 and just started doing investing in Philadelphia. And as a new investor in Philly, I started looking at how realtors and investors were doing marketing. And my background with technology and AI, I said, there's got to be a better way to engage buyers and sellers to want to work with me versus anyone else out in the marketplace here in Philly. So I started working on a chatbot that I worked on. I was doing some chatbot marketing with IBM and Watson and some AI work. And I developed what's called the ProEdge chatbot for real estate. And that's my marketing engine, what we call message marketing. So it's been quite a journey. In 2000, late 19 into 20 is when I got my real estate license, and I joined EXP right away. So I've been with EXP now for like 3 years as a full-time realtor. And you know, now I work with realtors across the country and in lead gen strategies. And with my tech background, people bring stuff to me all the time. We've introduced things like Video Ask, Zudelia, and some other ways to get all different solutions for these sellers out in the marketplace that are trying to sell their home. And we also added like rent to own and some other strategies to our portfolio over the last year or two. So let me dive in, and I'll share my screen, and we'll go through some of the slides. And allow me to share my screen, Gary, or whoever's moderating.
Let's see. Okay, there you go.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so I'll share.
While you're doing that, I also want to welcome Kim Robinson's also new. I was looking at the ones without pictures earlier. I just want to make sure I catch these guys. DeAndre from the Berg. So you got a Pittsburgher and a Philly guy.
There you go.
Yep. Dream Super Bowl, Steelers and Eagles. That's a dream Super Bowl.
That's right. That would be a dream for us in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
All right,
Yep, sure
there we
would.
go. So let me open up my slides. You guys see the slide presentation?
Yep.
All right. So basically the introduction slide is, you know, as realtors and investors, you know, at the end of the day, your success is driven on, you know, being able to find more quality leads out there in the marketplace and have a pipeline of leads coming in. And obviously you want to do it before your competition, because there's a lot of people out there fighting for the mailbox. You know, a poor seller will open their mailbox and get 4 or 5 realtor postcards and all kinds of activities coming out, especially if it's a FSBO or expired listing. They get attacked by the real estate community. So, you know, getting in front of them and getting the quality leads is what this is all about. So, you know, at the end of the day, when I looked at, you know, traditional marketing, we all did all of the above, and still today in 2023, these are all relevant marketing strategies. So, you know, email, SMS, video is big in 2023. If you're not on video, you're missing out. We all have beautiful websites and doing SEO and making sure we rank on Google and stuff. And then we have all the social media channels, you know, with TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the above. So trying to get mind share of a buyer or seller who's in the social world, you know, these are the things that we do. This was an interesting study that, you know, everything's about the timing is everything. Lead response management study came out in 2022 that basically said, you know, as a realtor or an investor, when a lead comes in, if you call them within 5 minutes of the inquiry, you're likely to get the successful transaction 22 times. So that's a pretty significant number, right? So when leads come in, because if you think about it, somebody goes to a website, they find you, they're on your website and they may inquire, but if you don't pick up the phone, they're going to go to somebody else's website on Google and find another realtor in that conversation. So how do you capture that time in the 5-minute window? The problem that we have though is life gets in the way. So, you know, you may be out doing showings with your buyer when another lead comes in and inquires. You're at a listing presentation. You're at an industry training right now. We're all consumed on a Zoom, and maybe somebody's inquiring on your website about buying or selling a house. Or you're going to give them that 5-minute response time. running open houses. And then of course we have all the family stuff. So family time, vacations, and we all have to sleep. So in a 24-hour window, hopefully we're all getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep. That's a big chunk of the time where, somebody that wants to inquire about selling or buying a house, they may be up in the middle of the night stressing about it because they haven't paid their mortgage, they lost their job, they need to sell this asset, right? And 2 a.m. is when they're thinking about it, but you're sound asleep in bed. So this is where the message marketing comes in. So at the end of the day, this presentation is, about marketing smarter, not harder, and how do we reach these people in new ways. So in the system, this is what I refer to as message marketing. So message marketing is exploding around the world. And COVID has really brought it to the forefront. So if you look at the investment that Google is making, what YouTube is making, which LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, they're all doubling down, WhatsApp and TikTok, on private message channels to communicate with 2 individuals. So this was a striking, this is my buddy over at Facebook. I used to, at IBM, I used to sit in the front row at his G8 summit with Ginny Rometty, our CEO, and Mark would get up there and do his thing. This was last year, and last year at the G8 summit, he brought this slide up that I thought was staggering. I mean, the numbers were blowing me away. What this is showing you is that on a daily basis, there are 60 billion messages being passed by 2 individuals through a messaging platform, compared to only 20 billion text messages going between 2 individuals on a daily basis. So the world has really embraced the private channel of messaging as a way to communicate with each other. If you're also not aware, in the messaging platform, how many people on the Zoom here use Marketplace as realtors? Do you post any houses on the Marketplace? Right, so a bunch of us do. The messaging platform is the underbelly of the Marketplace. So what happens when somebody clicks on that house? A form's going to come up and they're going to hit a message, is this property available? So that's a way they're going to send you a private message through Messenger because they see that house and they're going to communicate with the person selling that house. So if you're a realtor, it'll come to you. If it's a for sale by owner, it'll come to the owner of the house, and they communicate back and forth through the Messenger platform. So that's a striking, that's where you see a lot of this popularity. Some other numbers here, which is pretty incredible. Today in 2023, there's 2.5 billion people using messenger apps on their phone. 87% of smartphone users have the messaging app on their phone. So, it's become very prevalent in day-to-day, activities. And in 2021, this came from Mark in the G8 summit, was the first time in history there was more mobile messaging app users than social media network users. So everybody, and that's where COVID, with lockdowns, people were having these private communication channels. So let me go this way. Other numbers that are some statistics here that are really mind-blowing. If you saw the National Association of Realtors report that came out in December, and there's a couple other industry reports that came out, there's articles from Imminent News and stuff that are showing that open rates on realtors' emails is plummeting. Across the industry in general, we all get spammed by too many things in our inbox on email. And are those emails getting read when you send them out of KV Core or Chime or Follow Up Boss or whatever you're using out there on your CRM? The number in December of this past year, the average open rate for real estate emails is 19.17%. So you send it out to 100 people, 19 people are reading your email, whether that's a newsletter or whatever you're sending out, or market report you're sending out to your clients to try to start business. But what was also striking is, are they clicking inside the email to your call to action? And in December of this past year, that has gone under 2%. So 1.77% of those people. So that means not quite 2 people out of the 100 actually click your button to go to your website or your landing page or where they're going to go. Now, if you contrast that with message marketing, when we do message marketing, it's a positive experience for the individual. So on my statistics on message marketing, 88% of the people are opening the message, right? They don't miss the message. It's almost like text messaging. You don't miss that text message coming in. But on the click-through rate, we're seeing click-through rates north of 50%. In fact, in my marketing effort, I ran a campaign starting in January for my seller campaign, and I was getting open rates in the 93 percentile rate, and click-throughs were in the 70-some%. So, people, when they get that message, they're talking and messaging back and forth on the system, through the messaging platform. So it's a very good way to communicate with people. This was a study that I did about a year ago with all my clients. We were a lot of people in my ProEdge group that do the message marketing with me across the country. We introduced a squeeze page and a webinar for our rent-to-own program. So we're all working with Home Partners of America and Divvy and Trio and Landis, some big rent-to-own companies, helping families get into home ownership last year. We did quite a few homes last year as a group. So we introduced this landing page with rent-to-own. And the landing page, what I did with the chatbot message was I changed up the very first message that somebody saw from an ad. So if they saw an ad in Facebook or Instagram and they clicked, before the bot would talk about rent-to-own, but it paused and it said, "Hey, thanks for your interest. We have lots of homes available. I can go over this rent-to-own program here on Messenger, or you can go visit my website." So I ran this. I introduced it at Thanksgiving it was last year. So it was in the springtime. It was a spring launch. So in that 3 months of ads, I did a YouTube channel video on this with the results. And 64, well, first look at the top part over here. The message was sent in a short ad period to 3,256 people talked to the chatbot. 98% deliverability, 99.2% open rate, and 53% of those people clicked on the action. So the action was either stay here or go to the website. And if you looked at the psychology here, I thought more people would go to a website. So when we first put the message up, do you want to head to my website and learn about me? Only 34% said I'll go to the website, but over 64% of the people said, stay here, I want to talk to the chatbot. So let me have a conversation with you and learn about the program here on Messenger. So this is now in 2023, I look at all my customers' accounts. We constantly see this almost 2-to-1 ratio of more people wanting to stay and talk on Messenger than go to a website or landing page that we go in. The other advantage we have here is if you guys are doing any advertising on Facebook or Instagram or those channels, Facebook will reward you if you keep the person inside their ecosystem. So when I look at ads coming through Facebook and through the Messenger platform, and when realtors do housing ads on open houses and listings and such, 99% of those realtors are just pointing to a landing page on KV Core or something and sending off to a website to go see the house details. We do it very different in message marketing. So we keep them in the ecosystem. So when the ad comes through, they click learn more, message opens up and calls them by name. Hi, Mary, this is Smarty's assistant. Wait till you see this beautiful home. And it guides them through the conversation of the home. And then it sends them to the landing page. So now we have a touch point with Mary, and we're able to touch her a couple times that day, where the chatbot will check in with her a couple hours later and said, what did you think of our open house? Maybe 4 hours later, hey, thanks for stopping by today. Are you interested in making an offer? So it gives us an opportunity to have those automated messages on messaging platforms with Mary. And instead of going to a naked website where she can close the browser and you don't even have a lead coming from your ad. So you'll see a lot of people going to their website, but no action if they don't do it. So this is the premise of message marketing. Oh, going the wrong way. So this introduces the chatbot with AI. So basically, if you're not familiar with chatbot marketing, it's a conversational that you're having with somebody over Messenger. So as you see here, somebody clicked on an ad and says, hey, I'm looking for a home. Maybe we're doing a dream home finder. And the messaging experience, the bot is doing all the talking. So while I'm sound asleep, I get people booking time on my calendar. I have people talking to me all the time throughout 24-hour window. So in this case, it's asking, are they a real estate agent? And they're just starting answering questions here through the message marketing platform. Are you currently working with an agent? If they answer yes, and I answer no here, my bot also will say, well, that's a shame. I really can't help you unless you really want to work with Smarty. And then a lot of people will click and say, I want to work with you. This is cool technology. And they'll fire their agent and come work with me. The chatbot is also fantastic, thanks to Facebook, of getting quality leads and getting contact information for everybody that's coming through. So we get the bot collects phone numbers, emails, their approval levels. This interfaces to the lender side. So inside the chat experience, we connect your lender with you as a realtor so that when it comes in, and then we'll guide them right to your website after they've already experienced the chat experience. So for those EXPers, you know, I promote like EXP 360, the mobile app, and I have my KV Core for my IDX websites. We'll still use those sites, but the bot is doing the navigation to those sites. So what I have in my chatbot system is the chatbot that we put together here, basically we call marketing playbooks. So when we think of chatbot marketing, the chatbot is designed to manage your entire, I call it the quarterback of your real estate marketing. So any kind of marketing you're doing, my customers that use my chatbot ask, the first thing is, how can the chatbot help me? So they may be sending out a postcard to mailboxes. How's the chatbot going to help me? Maybe a QR code on those postcards. Or they may be doing a text blast out of KV Core to buyers. And when they click in the text, it opens up the bot conversation and delivers the details. So we have all kinds of marketing plays, from cash offers to Dream Home Finder, promoting listings, market reports, home valuations, open houses, rent to own, you name it. And my clients come up with all these ideas. These realtors have brilliant ideas once we get them into the chatbot marketing experience. I come out with 2 updates a year with my chatbot. Things like QR codes and URLs and websites are great ways to put the chatbot to work for you. So if you go to my website, you'll see a chat experience on the website. It says, welcomes everybody that comes to my website, has a conversation, gets their name, details, and starts engaging them right away. We put QR codes everywhere. The one thing that COVID did for the world was it made QR codes vogue, right? Now they're showing up on restaurant tables and the Today Show and, you know, all over the place. Everybody now knows, even though I've been doing QR codes for about 25 years, most people didn't really know what they were until COVID hit. And now my 80-year-old mom will go to a restaurant. She takes her phone out immediately when she sees the QR code to get the menu. So we stick these QR codes everywhere. So I do Craigslist for lead generation on the Craigslist system. If you see a picture of my house on Craigslist, it'll have a QR code in the picture. When I'm in YouTube, I'll usually have a picture on my video on YouTube. We put them on anything print. I have agents that have billboards in town, and they have a QR code that's about 4 feet by 4 feet on that QR code or on that billboard. So not only the picture of the realtor, but scan me, it's at this traffic light. And when people are at the red light, everybody sees that QR code, they take their phone out, and what it does is it calls them by name and picks up their name and says, hey, I'm Smarty's assistant. How can I help you today? So we put them everywhere. On Facebook advertising, we get a really low cost per lead when we do advertising, because Facebook rewards us for keeping them on Messenger instead of sending them to a website. So this was a campaign I did with an open house I was doing down in New Jersey, the Flemish open house, beautiful house that we sold last fall. I did a quick Facebook and Instagram ad campaign to promote the open house. I had 3,800 people see this open house in a very short window, $10 a day spend, 4,800 impressions. So many of those people saw the house more than once in their news feed. And my cost per click was $125. And I had 34 people register the open house, and we sold it in the first, that day we had a bidding war. So the cost per leads are it's phenomenal. What the chatbot will also do for you is work inside your Instagram pages and your Facebook pages. So this is an interesting case study here. I had a young guy, he's only about, I think Connor's now maybe 26. Connor came to me with an idea about 18 months ago. He's in Houston, Texas. And he said, I want to be the apartment matching specialist in Houston. So him and his partners, one partner does luxury real estate, and he wanted to do the apartment matching. So he went around town and he met with all the apartment owners, and he said, hey, would you pay me commission if I bring a renter to your place? And the average person in Houston, the average property owner, would give 1 to 2 months of rent as a commission if he brought a renter to the place. So he's like, this is a pretty good business model. I don't have to show the place. They have a salesperson in the building. I just have to get the renter to understand that this is available and get them to that place to sign up. So 18 months ago, he started apartment specials and he set up this Instagram page, 0 followings. And what he did was he started doing it himself. He started going around town and just filming a tour of the apartment with a quick 10-second tour. Put a little music on it, put a little pink words on it. That was it. And he posted it. Fast forward to today. This is actually, I took this screenshot about a week and a half ago. This says 54,000. I think he's over 55,000 right now. A week later, he added another 1,000 followers. So people come to this site to find an apartment. Now, how the bot works is anybody that comments on any of these videos, the bot wakes up, says hello to that person, and gets them to see if they're interested in taking a tour of the apartment. We met yesterday. I had a debrief with them yesterday on some new strategies because we're adding some new stuff to the chat bot. In January, he did 71 deals in January. And we talked yesterday, he still has 2 more days or another day left in February. He said he's going to shatter his record in February with the number of deals he's done, right? And these are people, the average rent in Houston's about $3,500. So he gets $3,500 times 70. That's 1 month's production levels for this young kid that's just doing apartment matching in town. And all he does is post videos on the channel. What this has done though with the ecosystem is now all the property owners in Houston are saying, can we pay you $4,000 or $5,000 a month to put 4 of our videos a week on your channel? So they're now paying him to put their videos on the channel. And then he gets the clients, the bot wakes up and does all the work to nurture, get emails and stuff in the model. It's insane. So in the system, let me hop over and just show you a little bit of the live stuff. I'll show you his use case here because it's pretty impressive what the bot's done for him.
Is he also EXP, John?
No, he's on his way. He has a private brokerage, so he's working on me to. I'm working on him to bring him over to EXP. So if I go over to apartment specials, this is his chat bot. So my chat bot runs on top of ManyChat, and if you're not familiar with ManyChat's the world's leading bot platform. There's over a million bots on ManyChat right now. So Victoria's Secret and Nike shoes, they all use chat bots in their business. A lot of them are on top of ManyChat that build that conversational experience. So inside a chat bot, if I just come to his contacts right now, the bot is doing all the work for him. So an hour ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 5 hours ago, and it just goes on and on and on. These are people that are commenting on his Instagram videos of his apartments. So I do, ManyChat has a subscription plan that starts at $15 a month. And with $15 a month, you get like 1,000 subscribers, people that can be in your messaging. And then it goes up from there. So I have a program in my chat bot that does a pruning exercise. So we prune the bot for people that haven't engaged in a while. So we keep his number of subscribers down so he doesn't have to pay that much money to ManyChat. So that's one of my strategies. I do a pruning exercise. So beginning of the year, I pruned his bot, and we do it about every 2 months. So he started with net 0 again. So right now, if you look at the very top there, he has 9,950 people in Houston that are talking to his chatbot right now. Of those 9,900 people, over here, I have some filters on Instagram. Of the 9,900, 2,048 people have given them their phone number and email to say, find me an apartment. So what we do with all of our leads coming from the chatbot is we zap them over to your CRM. So I happen to use, I'm EXP, I use KV Core. So when I get a lead from the chatbot, it ends up in KV Core, and then I have a drip campaign for email and text to nurture them long-term. But the bot's done all the heavy lifting. It's gotten all the details for them. So it has where they're in, their number, all the details here. And on Facebook is even better. He does Facebook Reels. So he takes that same apartment and he posts it on Instagram and Facebook Reels. 2,443 people have given him contact information to go find him a home. So he hasn't done one in a while here. He's doubling down on his Instagram. But you could see here, like, it's unbelievable the amount of leads he gets on a monthly basis. And that's how he's able to do 70, 80 deals a month, right? Because the chatbot's working for him 24/7. And without it, he couldn't do it, because if you have an Instagram or Facebook page and people are commenting, If you don't have a VA or somebody that's responding manually to all these inquiries, or if you're putting things on the marketplace or Craigslist and they're coming in, is this property available? You need that engine that just constantly works for you. I always say my chatbot doesn't complain, doesn't ask for a raise, and works 24/7, just constantly working with clients in the lead gen system. So this is what, the whole program's about. So if I go into just my own bot, I built all kinds of bot. I'm a nerd. I'm a tech nerd I'm a realtor and a tech nerd. So I love all this stuff. So what I do for my clients is I do all the heavy lifting. I build all the stuff for you. So what you're seeing here is what he has is my chatbot for real estate. So it's a full featured chatbot. My chatbot is bilingual. So I taught my bot how to speak Spanish, which is very key to him. He's down in Houston. So the bot, when somebody first comes in the bot will say, would you like me to speak in Spanish or English? And then they select, and then the bot will stay in that language through the whole conversation. I have a bot for Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And I'm also in the process, I'm building an SMS bot right now. So through standard SMS text messaging, I'm going to hook it to my smart number in KV Core. And then the bot through smart text messaging will be able to have a conversation through the texting system through the bot as well. So over in ManyChat, what's really cool is I just let them decide the channels. So on ManyChat, they have Instagram, Messenger, SMS, email, WhatsApp, and Telegram. So I started venturing through the Telegram side too, because Telegram's starting to explode. And there's rumors, ManyChat, I've been using ManyChat for 3 years. When I first started, it was only Messenger. And then they added SMS and then email. And then last year they added Instagram, or 2 years ago, they added Instagram. And then just in 2022, they added these 2 channels. There's rumors that ManyChat will be adding TikTok and LinkedIn next. So my bot will work on LinkedIn. My bot will work on TikTok. So I just keep adding when a new channel comes out, I go into development mode. I develop the bot for that channel, and then I release it to my clients. So they have those other channels to communicate with people along the way. So that's my story. So a lot of capability. And then what you see, it's all plug and play. So if you come over here inside of Facebook, you have, that screen I showed you, these are all the playbooks. So the agents say, what am I going to do this week for lead gen? We're doing have anybody heard of Zudelia?
Mm-mm.
Check out Zudelia. If you haven't heard about it, Gary, I'm telling you, it's magic.
Okay.
So Zudelia is a hedge fund platform for iBuyers, big spenders, and they're all over the United States. So with Zudelia, they have all these different sales plays. They have what's called sell and stay, where the homeowner can get a full value cash offer on their home and get to stay in the house for 6 to 12 months. I'm doing a postcard campaign. I'm using Thanks.io. You guys, Thanks.io is another site that my realtors keep bringing me cool tools. So about 2 weeks ago, one of my realtors found this site called Thanks.io. Thanks.io is a postcard system, right? What's cool about it though is it pulls in the Google image, and like my partner in Denver that uses my chatbot, she's on my RevShare team, Sylvia. She's a rock star out there. She did she's farming a neighborhood with 250 doors. So last Friday, she sent out 250 postcards through Thanks.io. It had a handwritten note from Sylvia on the back. It had a message on the front. And what it also had on the front of the card was every door had their own picture of their house on the postcard. So who's not going to read that postcard if you open the mail and your house is on the postcard, right? So 250 doors all had unique postcards sent out. On those cards on the front and back is a QR code that's tied to, she did a home valuation to these people. So she went into the system and she said, I'm going to use the home valuation playbook, which is right here. And on the playbook, it has a QR code, a URL, and then connections to your Facebook ads. So she picked that and said, I'm going to use the QR code here. I'm going to put it on the postcard and send it out. I just talked to her right before our session here, Gary, and she's like thrilled with it. On Monday, she's like, I already got like 12 people engaged on that first mailing, and she's got a listing appointment tomorrow from one of them. So that simple postcard, had a really effective campaign. We were strategizing what we're both going to do. I just got a list of 179 pre-foreclosure homes in Philadelphia.
Wow.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a very nice postcard, get the bank off your back, get all your cash today, all your equity, and stay in your house 6 to 12 months. Scan here. Right. So we think that's going to do really well because you got these people that, you know, I feel bad for a lot of these families. These families may have lost a job or something or got sick and they're behind on their mortgage payment by 3 or 4 months. The bank's breathing down their neck to take their house. So giving them this option to sell now and stay is a really powerful thing that Zudelia offers.
Wow.
So we get into all kinds of things, cash offer plus, trade-in plus. We have a fix and list. How many people have heard of Curbio?
Oh, yeah.
So I did my first Curbio project here in Philly. I just put the for sale sign on after the rehab. They did a beautiful job. But so I built a bot for fix and sell and I had Curbio write a video. So the bot tells a little video, talks about Curbio, gets them excited, collects their contact information, then boom, sends me the lead. So it's a really fun play there. So in these marketing plays, they're all just plug and play. I have realtors that are just dominating new construction. So I have a realtor down in, where's he? He's in Denver. So he's my Denver guy. So in Denver, he partnered with all the new construction companies in Denver. And then he uses this playbook just to get clients signed up. He does Facebook ads, Instagram ads. He does YouTube videos, get people to come to his special list of new construction along the way.
Wow.
And then I don't know if you have any lenders on the thing, but we brought the lenders into the mix. So I have a mortgage bot. I have a debt elimination bot. So the bot does a really nice job of qualifying. So anybody that talks to the bot, you set your rules in your market of what kind of client you want. So when the bot asks for a credit score, for example, if I'm doing rent to own, I know my lowest rent to own partner will take, well, before it was taking 550, that was Landis. So the bot will say, we need to know your credit score to get approved in this program. Is your credit above or below 550? That's set by you as part of your setup. Now they went to 620. So in the setup, we just set the setup. Now the bot will say, are you over and above 620? And if they're under 620, the bot does a really nice job of getting them over to the credit repair people to go and get their credit fixed. And then they come back to me when they're ready to get approved for a loan. So I get people constantly coming back to me. They met the bot, they met me, they met the bot. And then next thing you know, they're clicking on the bot again saying, Smarty, my credit score is 640 now, I want to go. I just had that call this morning with a family that talked to the bot like last September. They weren't ready and now they're ready and they're really excited. They cleaned up their credit report. So we do all kinds of stuff there. And then we get into other things. I did a digital business card. So this is another one. So one of my ninja tricks in marketing is I call it my oops, not now. So there's a couple things that we do. So in Facebook marketing, have you ever been through the news, news feed and Instagram or Facebook and you're just scrolling. You're like, oh my God, I just spent an hour. What's going on? I got to put that phone down. Right. So you're scrolling and you see a post and sometimes you're just curious and you hit the button, learn more just to see what's behind the post. So a lot of people will do that. They'll just click to see what's behind there. Well, if you're going to a website, that's just a dead lead because they clicked in the website up and they just didn't do anything. But what I do is the bot pops up and says, hi, Mary, thanks for your interest. Do you want to continue? And then I have a oops, not now. So I get everybody to click the oops, not now. And then the bot passes out your business card. So one of my agents down in San Antonio, she called me right before Christmas crying. And she's like, Smarty, she sent me a gift. She's like, oh my God, you made me a rock star in San Antonio. I go, what do you mean, Jessica? I haven't been in her chat bot in a while. So I logged into her chat bot and the chat bot last year passed out her business card to over 7,000 people in Houston or in San Antonio. So she's like, I'm in the Costco, I'm in the grocery store. I walk in and they already know me because they had got my picture. They have all my realtor stuff and people are coming up to me saying, I want to work with you as a realtor. So that's one of the ninja tricks we do. So I hit you with a lot of fire hose, guys. Do you have any questions or what you saw or?
Yeah, we got a big pile of questions. So,
let me open up the chat here.
Yeah, go ahead. If you open up the chat, you'll see them and
yeah,
scroll up a little bit, but some technical ones and maybe some clarity on how to. But this has been my head. I don't know who here feels like your head's exploding. I mean, it's just like
yeah.
talk about the fire hose. Holy crap!
Yeah, fire hose.
What's
So,
amazing is this,
Rob was asking, how do you keep them on Messenger and then get them into KV Core? So we get them into Messenger, through either the website, a QR code, a URL. Like I'll go into KV Core and I'll just do a blast out to like 900 buyers when I have an open house. And in the text message, I have a URL is the bot. So when they click on it, it opens up the bot conversation around the open house. They're what we call my playbooks. So that's how we get them in, or it could be an ad we're doing like if I have an open house or listing, I'm always doing a Facebook or Instagram ad, and I do marketplace ads. So that's how we get them in. But then we use Zapier to zap them over to KV Core. So I built a zap for everybody to take your lead from the chat bot and make sure they're in KV Core. And we also work with Chime, Follow Up Boss, all kinds of, we do YLobo, we can get into really anything because we're using Zapier. So as long as the other system has a zap, which most systems do, we can get the lead from the chat bot over to your CRM. It's for ManyChat. That's the same question. Oh, so the other thing, guys, let me see if I can show you. Let me go back and share my screen. So you're talking about AI. So I'm an AI specialist. I've been doing AI for a while. Let me open up Messenger. So in addition to speaking the different languages, do you guys still see my messaging app?
Yep.
Okay. So in addition to speaking the different languages, the bot also has my AI built into it. So I built a brain around real estate. A little story of that is when I started building the bot, I ran Watson for IBM for 8 years, and I'm building this bot on ManyChat. I'm like, God, I wish I had the Watson brain behind this thing too. And I went to my leaders at IBM. I said, can I infuse Watson into ManyChat and build this AI experience? And they said, yeah, but the price tag was way too high. I started talking to realtors about it, and what they'd have to pay per month to have Watson in their business was just through the roof. So one of my customers while I was at IBM was Google. So I called the executives at Google. I said, what kind of deal can you get me on AI over on the Google side? And they offered up Dialogflow, which is their most advanced AI engine at Google. So what I did was I put the Google AI engine or brain inside the bot. So if the person's talking to the bot and it says something that they don't know, like maybe they'll just say, I need a 3-bed, 2-bath home in Philly, right? They just message you something. So if the bot, I don't know, see if the bot's woke up yet, but let me see if it'll work. But yeah, here it goes. So the bot is thinking now, the brain's thinking, and it's going to come back with a response. Get ready to do your home shopping. We'll take you to the next level. And now the bot's going to have a conversation. So this is where the AI comes in, because in chatbot marketing, you saw with ManyChat, you script the questions, but a lot of people go off script and they just start typing things, right? So they start typing. They could say, do you support Section 8? Right? A question that a lot of people may ask through the messaging. Well, the bot knows what that is, and they're going to have a response. So this is a response that all my chatbot customers, all my realtors across the country came up with this response, because we do have a couple of rent-to-own partners who will take Section 8 to get approved for a house. So we put not all cities and states, but you may be able to qualify, but you may need to be approved by the Section 8 office. Can I talk to an agent? So all through natural language. So in here, can I talk to an agent? Now the bot's going to try to bring the agent on. There's Smarty. There's my phone number, email, and we'll hook you up. Have a nice day. And then you can say thanks. And then the bot will come back with a natural language response, which should be, you're welcome. Right? So this is all through the bot. Now, what they also could do is you could say, what are the top 5 refrigerators I'll just say top 5 refrigerators. So let's see what it comes up here. So in the bot, what's that? Thanks for, I'll forward this. I'll look forward to talking to you. So this is, it's going to send a message to get, what this is doing is it's sending me a text message right now saying, Smarty, you got to talk to them, because the bot didn't know refrigerators. So it sent me a text to have a conversation with my buyer. But what I was hoping it was doing right now, has anybody heard of ChatGPT?
Mhm.
Okay, so I just came out with version 7 of my chatbot at the end of January. All my customers just got upgraded in the last couple of weeks. I infused ChatGPT into my bot. So now not only do I have dialogue flow, but I have ChatGPT all infused. What that means is like that message there that you just saw went up to Google's AI and tried to get an answer, but it couldn't find the answer. So in Dialogflow, they have what's called a default reply. So it tried to, Section 8 it knew, and 2-bedroom through bath, and can I talk to an agent? But it didn't know about refrigerators. So what I did was I call it the last mile. That last piece, what should have happened here is that should have passed that, what are the top 5 refrigerators, up to ChatGPT, and then it came back with a beautiful answer. So I did this for an EXP one, and it came up with a list of 5 refrigerators with model numbers. What this is telling me is ChatGPT is down right now. So the free version, if you guys have been trying it, it's down more than it's up because they want us all to pay 20 or 30 bucks a month. So I'm on the free plan on ChatGPT myself. So it just tried to go to ChatGPT. It wasn't there. So then Dialogflow put this, I'll look forward to talking to you. We'll get back to you. So that's where this comes in. So it speaks Spanish and English, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and then it has the AI brain that comes with the system as well to make it a really nice experience for homeowners and buyers and renters to want to work with you as the realtor of choice.
Are these, so these, a lot of these you're programming yourself?
Yeah, I'm a programmer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I see like a noisy neighbor, absolutely. We could tie this. Well, noisy neighbor, we would use things like a link inside the noisy neighbor app, put a link to have them follow into the conversation. The pre-foreclosure list. I told you I was an investor before I was a realtor. When I was an investor, I bought a company. They're down in, I think, North Carolina. It's called PIN, and they call it the pre-MLS. And with PIN, I was just there this morning in my PIN system. I'm able to get all kinds of distressed seller leads. So I'll get expired listings, for sale by owners, probates, pre-foreclosures, people that have tax liens, people that have HOA liens or mechanical liens on their house. And then that's how we get the pre-foreclosure list. So I got and then everybody on my team, I'm allowed to pull out 50,000 with my subscription of PIN. So what I do for all my chatbot customers is I was on with 2 customers about an hour and a half ago. They're like, Smarty, can I log into your PIN and grab things for Tampa, Florida? So, they get a list of leads and they take it out of my system because we're not going to hit 50,000 in a month. So I share those leads with everybody. The website. The mailers is called Thanks.io. So the website that does the picture of the house and a QR code is called Thanks.io. We just found it like 2 weeks ago. We love it. Absolutely love it. Can the playbooks be custom designed? So that's Dwayne. So absolutely. So part of my program is I have I have 2 different price points for my chatbot. And I have just the chatbot itself with the AI. You could run it yourself, and then the higher end program, I become basically I'm your technical guy and partner in crime, in lead gen. So you could either do it yourself, but a lot of times the realtor's like, hey, Smarty, I got this really cool idea, and then I just go and build it for you, and then I deploy it in your chatbot. So I do. I had an agent that just signed up. She's an EXPer. She just signed up 2 days ago on my chatbot. So she's installing right now. She hasn't started her lead gen. And she came to me, she said, Smarty, I have my insurance license. Can we build an insurance bot? So she and I are going to partner up. I'm going to build the insurance bot for her and then put it into the system for everybody. So you're working with your insurance lender, we'll pull it in. So yeah, you could do it yourself. Or a lot of times I just do it for you, in partnership with you, and then we deploy it. I have another girl that just signed up. She does, she has another program. She's in Northern Virginia. She puts these little ceramic little planner things with a little plan in it, and it has a message from her, and she drops it on all these doors in Northern Atlanta. She crushes it, or Northern Virginia. She does really well. So she's like, I don't know if these playbooks will work for me. And I said, well, let's take that card that you put on the planner, and let's just put a QR code on it to your message. So now they're at their house, they see this planner, they scan the QR code, and it calls them by name and gets their phone number and email and finds out how we can help them. So we can work all kinds of ways that way. And then Andre, you had a great question, agent attraction. So I built an agent attraction bot. In fact, I'm in the process of upgrading it for everybody. In my EXP world, or in my chatbot world, I have a couple hundred agents that use my chatbot across the country. Probably 80% of them are EXPers. The other 20% are Keller Williams and, all the other brokerages. So the chatbot is a really good way to bring agents on your team, because they see what you're doing. And then agents are like, hey, can I just join your team? That's how I brought on. I have about 32 people on my downline, and more than half of them started with the chatbot, and they're like, Smarty, we just want to join you. Let's go. So from agent traction, just having the bot will do attraction. But then I actually built a chatbot that promotes EXP. So we had a private Zoom with all the chatbot customers, just the EXPers, and we masterminded about 2 weeks ago what they want me to put in it. So I'm in the process of finishing that up. I'm going to release that in the next week or so, the new version of it that has all the new updates on stats and stuff on EXP and what we want to do. The last thing, guys, I'll talk about is I don't do advertising on my chatbot. So I'm a believer of just, if I do a good job, you're going to stay with me. Most of my chatbot customers have been with me for, like Jesse's been with me for, like, he was one of my first customers down in South Carolina. He's an EXPer, 2.5, 3 years. Jesse and I have been working together. He did about 18 million this past year with the chatbot. So he crushes it. I do it by word of mouth. So I have an affiliate program with my chatbot where I pay out 30% affiliate fee on the monthly subscription for anybody that you bring to me on the chatbot sale. So like I mentioned, that girl that does the insurance, she's on my two price points. I have a $99 plan and a $199 plan. She went on the $199 plan because there's a lot more you get with that plan. She has 2 affiliate sales just today that's going to cut her $199 down to about $30 a month, right, to work with me. So you get like 3 agents working on the chatbot that you introduced, or lenders. Then I'm your technical guy working for you on lead gen. The rest of the year, really, I'm paying you instead of you paying me. So that's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
So any other questions I missed?
I can't remember. I think it was Cheyenne. She's actually in the Q&A section instead of the chat section. Was asked if you could drop if you want to talk about how do people sign up with you to work with them, and we have a big group. I mean, we got 43 people on tonight, but we got a group of about 100, and then we have people coming to our Monday Night Live class, John, from all different brokerages all over the country. Yeah. But if they're on the team, I always look for maybe some type of a group discount. I mean, they'll pay their own way, but we can do something like that, because
let's talk about that, Gary, because we could work something out there. Absolutely. So I'll just drop it in the chat. This is also what there's a couple things I'm going to show you. So let me close this out for a second. You're still seeing my screen. So part of my package with the $199 plan, I'm also a web designer too. So I built this digital business card for all my clients this past year. So this is a digital business card that you'll get that has testimonials. A lot of us use Video Ask. So this is a Video Ask video at the top, and then they can download your contact in their phone. These are all links to all your social media, like my LinkedIn, my Facebook, right? So this is how my clients get to me. So I bought the domain meetsmartytherealtor.com. So I'll put that in the link, but if you just go Meet Smarty the Realtor, you get to check out the business card. If you want the digital business card, you click here and you can get the business card. But if you come with the chatbot, it comes with it. But the chatbot's right down here. So if you want to learn about the chatbot, it's right here. And it comes to a page that talks about all the chatbot features. And I have a video that talks about it. It's my sales page. So you can learn about it and, all the things it does, what's included with the chatbot. So go to meetsmartytherealtor.com. I'll just paste it in the link.
Okay.
So that's my digital business card. And then on that card, you'll see the chat bot is on that card, and then you can get to the sign up page.
Okay.
I also, guys, this is because we're doing so many other systems, like my realtors are coming up with all kinds of creative ways to offer solutions to homeowners. Over Christmas, I built another site for everybody that's in my class, is a beautiful website. So we all use KV Core and other systems, right? But KV Core, I love it and I hate it, right? It's good for what it does, but it doesn't have the flexibility to build beautiful websites. I think Chime's home shopping is better than ours, right? So it's a love-hate relationship with KV Core. Plus, KV Core doesn't do all the other things we were offering as agents using the chatbot. Like it doesn't do Zedelia, cash offer plus trade-in, doesn't do rent-own. So all my clients around the country, like Smarty, it'd be good if we had this umbrella website for our real estate business that brought all of our business together for our clients, but then still talk to KV Core or Chime for the home shopping. So I built this web page here that is basically designed, this has HomeBot AI. So a lot of us subscribe to HomeBot AI for market evaluations and home shopping. So I built that in here. All kinds of stuff. We have videos, all kinds of stuff here. But if you go to I'm thinking about selling, my clients love this website in Philly because I drive a lot of traffic here. They can look at their seller options. These are all the Zedelia seller options, sell and stay, trade in plus, right? And then they have videos of how it works with little doodle videos we have. So it helps people, navigate.
You want to sell your home, but you aren't ready to move yet? Maybe you need to use some of your equity to pay off some bills and prepare for your next home loan. Or maybe you're just tired of owning and want to rent. Introducing the Sell and Stay, where you can sell your home to one of our several cash buyers and lease it back for up to 12 months, and sometimes even longer. Submit your home today for no obligation cash offer and estimated rental amount.
Right. So this is a done for you website that's in my plan. And then what we do is I have a little training course to train you how to brand it for yourself. So you'll have it on your own domain. If you want green, purple, I have a realtor down in Texas. She uses pink in all her banners and the buttons are certain colors. So we brand it for her. So she has a branded website for her business that's tied. And then if you're looking for a home, when you start shopping in my system, what I've done here is instead of going right to the IDX with homes, I'm promoting the 360 mobile app experience. And then with HomeBot AI, they have a Chrome extension for Zillow, which if you guys don't have yet, you're missing out. So my buyers love this and I love it as an agent. So agents are paying top dollar on Zillow to be featured when they look at a house. With this Chrome extension, when somebody clicks on the house to see the details, my page overlays the realtor that's paid for the space on Zillow. And now they're talking to my HomeBot experience and talking to Smarty. So I get people to download the free extension. And then here's some more AI stuff on markets and then links to I built a mortgage calculator for everybody. So you got a beautiful mortgage calculator on your website. So I just try to build stuff that makes sense for us, all of us realtors. So the clients come up with ideas and then I just go back in the back office and build it and get you to use it. So these are just other things that come with my plan. It's not just about the chat bot, but we're trying to build an entire marketing plan with solutions. I'm a big solution seller to homeowners. So I don't want to be the realtor that says, hey, on my chest, I've been in real estate for 30 years, sell a lot of homes and I'm the best in the world. Let me put a for sale sign on your front yard. When they meet with our team, we talk about solutions for the homeowners. What is your need?
So Marty, when is that coming out? I want to buy that today.
Yeah, well, this is already. So this is already here. So this website, this is all available. So in my member course, you get the website, the digital business card, the chat bot, and then I do other kinds of training. The Video Ask. Have you guys heard of Video Ask yet?
Mm-mm.
So Video Ask is awesome. One of my realtors down in Florida found it about a year ago, and we dove right in. Well, let me just show you. So if I'm needing a home and I want to rent and I want to learn more, this is the rent to own page that I built for everybody. So it talks about the path to home ownership and the process. But up top here, this is what's called Video Ask right here. So Video Ask is you.
I'm glad you're here. I'm Smarty with eXp Realty, and I specialize in helping families get
dozens and dozens of renters come to this page every day.
Of renting and looking to own something in the next couple of years, or maybe just moved into the area and you want to.
And then when they click, it gets their name, Harry Smith. Right? So it gathers their name. Right? And their phone number. Right? And they say next. Well, it's got to be a good phone number. So we make sure the phone numbers are good.
Perfect. Let's get started.
And it does an
My very
interactive.
first question to you is
question.
around timing. You see, with these
I can
rent-to-own
wait.
programs, we're going to need. Okay, one of my main questions to you is around your family goals. Okay, my next question is the fun one is where would you like to live? Some of my partners will only buy in PA, others will buy in PA, Delaware. Thanks. My next question is around credit score. My
So
partners
this
will-
is what's called Video Ask. So we all dove in on Video Ask last year, and I built all the flows for everybody. So I have homeowner flows for market evaluation or listing that does a listing presentation through the flow, an agent attraction one, a buyer one. Like the buyer one's great. When I get a new buyer, I shoot them a link through KV Core, congratulating them on getting loan approved, and then they click on it, and on their phone is Video Ask, and I get them to give me all the details of their home. How many beds you want? Do you need a garage? Do you want a finished basement? And I go through the whole interview process with my buyer right through the automation. And then when I meet with them, now we start looking for a house. So this is called Video Ask, and it is spectacular. I use Video Ask for I build a customer testimonial Video Ask. So I closed 2 houses this last week, and I shot them all. I give them an Amazon gift card and a thank you basket for buying a home through Smarty. And then I shoot them a quick text message with Video Ask, and it's me kindly asking for a video testimonial and a Google review. So my clients love to give me video testimonials. They get their family in there and they do a video, and then they give me a nice Google review on my Google page, all through Video Ask. So it's a fun experience with the Video Ask. So in my program, I also built this for you. So you'll see all the Video Ask flows and all the videos cut, and then you just brand it for yourself. So agents will, they want to implement Video Ask, we'll build it, and then we put your videos in place of mine.
Wow.
Is this what is for the $199 a month, or is this something additional?
Yeah, this is the $199 month. Yeah, so the $199 comes with a full marketing engine, Video Ask, websites, digital cards, but my content. I also am a video guy. So in my library, you'll like some of these videos we do. I always create videos. I'll tell you my favorite ad that we got a lot of business on is this guy here. Wait, video, customer videos. Oh, marketing. Here we go. So in the video library, I create these videos for everybody, and I make them non-branded so we could all use them. So I'll shoot the video and then you guys just deploy it. It's the keys one. So talk about a showstopper in a Facebook feed. So all my rent-to-own guys crushed it this year, just running those ads through the Facebook page. And then when Christmas came, I shot out my Christmas one. Where's Santa? Somewhere on there, Santa. Did you see Santa? Kermit.
Down a couple more.
This is the Fall in Love, but where's Santa? You'll like Santa.
Yeah.
Everybody at Christmas
Yeah.
time love the Santa. Here it is. So we did this one. So this was that was one of mine because I put the Pro Edge rent to own on there. But what I do is I make the video non-branded, and then it's on a share drive. And then agents across the country, like, I need an ad for this Christmas or New Year's or whatever. And then they'll download my video. They'll put branding around it. For New Year's, we did a New Year's one. We did a dog. Of course, I'm a dog lover. So we had the dog. So if you guys are doing any kind of advertising, you know it's all about the scroll, the copy, and the call to action in that order, right? You're competing for a lot of real estate on Facebook advertising and Instagram. They're scrolling. So it's all about stopping the scroll with some kind of interactive like that. they stop, and then you have your call to action and get them in the bot. So that one there got me about 18 or 19 deals just in the fall alone with some of those fall videos, like people talking to the bot and getting qualified through the rent to own and then getting approved and then, into my system. The bot will send you a text message when it gets a lead, because it's about speed to lead. So the bot talks to them immediately, nurtures them, promotes you, and then texts you the lead to go follow up. And then it shoots it over to KV Core.
Does it shoot over the full conversation that the bot had into KV Core, so you can kind of go back if you weren't able to get right to it or see it for some reason?
So what we do is there's a couple things we do. That's a great question. What we do is any field that the bot collects is stored inside the bot, and I pass that to KV Core. So if they told me their beds, baths, or their credit score, what their income was, that ends up in KV Core for future. What we also do is you send that in the text message, so you see it in the text thread right when you get to it. And then finally, ManyChat has a fantastic mobile app. So I teach everybody how to use that app. So right inside of ManyChat, they don't go to anywhere else to do messaging. They use the ManyChat app, and they could see all the channels right on the app. So they could hop on an Instagram conversation, go right over to Facebook or over to WhatsApp, it's seamlessly in the mobile app. So that's a great question, but we do capture that data, and then we send it over to your CRM what the chatbot collects. So I'll show you, like on my record, I'm always talking to my bot. So let me see if I have some data here. So if I just search on me, it has a full CRM inside of ManyChat, but we all use KV Core and stuff.
What the hell?
But look at this, like the bots ask me a lot of questions. My debt, right? My credit score. I'm looking for 3 bedrooms. What's the best oven? So I asked what the best ovens were the other day. Number of accounts, minimum balance. I'm testing. I built this, the largest debt consolidation company in the United States just bought my bot for his company. They're down in Latin America, in Texas and Florida. So I just built a debt freedom. It's called Debt Freedom USA, and we built a bot for that. So that's why you see all these, like, clicked on the Debt Freedom, and I've been testing his bot in here for a while. So it's been collecting all that data. So that's the kind of things that go over to KV Core or Chime or whatever CRM you have. ManyChat has, and this is what's on the mobile app as well, but ManyChat also has this live chat feature. So you see, here's a live chat with me because I just talked to the bot a minute ago. So I could see all the conversation right here. What went on with John Smart last night? So I see this on the mobile app. So I could see what he typed, what buttons did he push. He's got 4 accounts, all the messaging. And if it was on SMS, I could go over to the SMS channel. If he was on Instagram, I'd see what he did on Instagram. The bot follows the person throughout their whole journey, right? So most people in the world will have Facebook and Instagram on their phone. So they may have started a conversation on my website, clicked on something on Facebook, and then we're looking at Instagram, and another smarty thing came in, and they interacted again. That's another thing I didn't talk about, is one of my ninja strategies in marketing is the chatbot's role, not only is nurture, but anybody that touches the chatbot pushes them in a custom audience inside of Facebook. So all your retargeting strategies are met. So now that's how I get them. They're constantly seeing your ads, because the bot will get them, put them in the custom audience, shoot them to KV Core when it gets a lead. And then you're running advertising, you're advertising against that custom audience, so they see your stuff over and over again.
Hey, John, Kendra had a question about KV Core, and are the add-ons extra? They have to pay extra on KV, KV Core, you can get different things, but for related to this, though, I think is what she's asking about.
Oh yeah, no, my chatbot is on its own, but it works on KV Core. So if you go to my website, John Smart EXP Realty, the chatbot lives down on the bottom here. So let me get rid of that. So here's the chatbot right here on the bottom right. So they have the bottom here, and they start chatting with Smarty here. What I also give you is I built a video ask for your website. My customers love this. So when they come to my website.
Welcome to my website. I'm John Smart with EXP Realty, and I'm known as Smarty the Realtor. I'm here to serve all your real estate needs. I put a few options here on the page below me to help you better navigate the website. So whether you're looking for a great home,
So
an estimate on your
it
house,
gauges the
or
person
want to
right
schedule some
away,
time on my
right? So you get your video ask on your website, you get the chatbot on your website, you make it engaging experience for somebody that wants to interact with you at any time. And there's no extra charge for that, Gary. So that's just inside of inside of KV Core, you go to your site settings, and then there's a section for the chat widget, and you put it right in that code. And on video ask, you put it in the header section of the website on your back end of your. I help you do all that. So we set up your websites to be successful. I find a lot of realtors on KV Core, they don't even have a Google or Facebook pixel on their website. I'm like, shame on you. Let's get the pixels on. Let's get the chatbot on. Let's make this thing sing for you, as a realtor out there.
Mhm. Hey, John, when it comes to like the setup, what would you guesstimate as the average commitment of time for the agent? Because we're all different, with different backgrounds, different levels of ability when it comes to this kind of stuff,
Yeah, that's a good question. So in the setup, I've tried to make it a cookie cutter setup. I have little videos that are like 3 to 5 minutes. From start to finish, I've had agents get up and running and start lead genning in less than 45 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, so in the setup, there's a couple flows. You have to come prepared. You have to get a picture yourself, because the bot wants your beautiful picture in the business card that it presents. So you need a picture of yourself. You need your logo, because a couple places you'll have a logo presented. So you need those tools, but then, 45 minutes to an hour, you'll have the bot ready to start marketing. And then from there, then we go into where we're going to focus. So I recommend creep, crawl, walk, run. So we get some simple use cases that we work on. And sometimes a realtor will come to me and say, Smarty, this is perfect. I just bought the bot. I have an open house on Saturday. Let's promote the open house with the bot. So then they pick that playbook, and then I help them do an ad. So we do a Facebook, Instagram ad to promote the open house, and then the bot starts its magic. And then we get a QR code to put at the house. So they check in on the open house with the bot with the QR code at the open house. So those are easy ones. Another really easy one, but it just got taken away from all of us. I'm really upset. But go figure, it's a love-hate with Facebook. But I don't know if you guys know this, but on January 30th was the last day they let realtors put homes on the marketplace through your business page. So they want us, it's called pay to play. They want us to pay for the marketplace exposure. So now they're letting us put the homes on our personal page, which stinks because you don't have a chat bot. So I put a house, my recent house there was a whole conversation with my masterclass. I have a masterclass every Friday at noon for my chatbot customers. And we had a whole debate like at the end of January, like, Smarty, you got to come up with a solution. Like, how are we going to run these on our personal page? The only solution I have right now is you bridge the gap with a copy paste message that kindly asks them to pop back over to my business page for the details. And then we put the bot's URL inside that message. So we get them over there. So every time they say, is this property available? I just cut and paste, and I have a VA now just cutting and pasting the response. And about 75% of them go over the business page, and then they start to engage the bot. Some people are, they don't want to click that. But that used to be an easy win for everybody. I said, you want to get started with the chat bot, just throw a house on the marketplace and let the bot go to work. But now we don't have that privilege.
That's okay. Facebook is gradually becoming part of history.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. TikTok's taking over.
Yep.
The sooner the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so do you have something in line for TikTok, or how to, because obviously that's a whole other beast. And then of course
Whole
the
other beast.
US might actually, eliminate that as well.
Yeah. So I rely on ManyChat to open the channel for me. So all the chatbot community, ManyChat has their own Facebook page. The chat going on right now is what 2 channels they're going to open up this year, because they did, WhatsApp and Telegram last year. And LinkedIn now has a messaging platform, and TikTok is I think it's not there yet, but it's about to release their messaging platform. So once those platforms have messaging, then ManyChat will open the channel up for that system. I can't wait for LinkedIn. I got like 6,000 followers on LinkedIn, and I want to engage with them with a chatbot.
Yeah. Yeah. LinkedIn's been, quite frankly, I mean, we're on it, but it's we don't really get anything out of it other than branding, you know?
Yeah, branding. Yeah. I have the followers only because I was at IBM. I got people all over the world that I've connected with on the business. So, it'd be nice to have that, I get referrals from my IBM days, with people wanting to buy houses, different states. I use the IBM or the EXP network, but through my IBM clients.
Well, I can see if we can interface some of the bots with LinkedIn. I think that would definitely start to be a channel for business, you know?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Wow. I'll tell you what, this has been a ton of information, you know? Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's funny. I feel like, who here feels like you're like back in kindergarten or first grade now when it comes to all that stuff. I tell you what, guys, I would, I'm really endorsing this. And I know it's a little bit of money, but the thing is I'm just, as John was presenting, I'm thinking of my own use, and on my phone, it's Telegram, WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And I do texting a lot internally for the team members and, friends and family and neighbors and all that stuff. But really, I'm on Facebook less and less. We have virtual assistants take care of all the stuff online. But for my own personal communications, it's absolutely these
Yeah.
apps, So
Yeah, in fact, Gary, I use my own bot for my master classes. So my chatbot customers get a push from the chatbot to
Okay.
remind you the topic for this Friday's masterclass. So that goes
Right.
out Friday morning, a couple hours before the masterclass as a reminder. I did one of my playbooks too that works real well is events. So I had a realtor down in Florida. He just bought the bot like last summer, and he's like, Smarty, I got this. I don't know if it could help Smarty, but he was doing a customer appreciation movie pizza night in Florida with all his clients. And he goes, can the bot help me there? I'm like, absolutely. I said, let's send out a letter to everybody, a welcome letter, but put a QR code so they can register right then when they scan the QR code through the bot.
Mhm.
And the bot asked questions like how many kids you bring in so he can find out how many pizzas he needed to buy. And he thought it was brilliant. It got all the registration for the bot. And then the bot did all the reminders like, hey, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. And he had a really wild night, with everybody. He had a lot of fun. So you once you get into the mindset of message marketing and automation, you just start thinking of your life. I got this activity going on. How can the bot help me in that activity? Right.
Mhm.
And it may just be a simple hello. So the bot can say them by name. That's the beauty thing of message marketing is Facebook offers up their name as soon as they engage. So it says, hi, Mary. Hi, Joe. I'm Smarty's assistant.
Right.
And the other thing we do is when you set up the bot is we never pretend to be you. So I've seen some really bad bots built. There's people on YouTube and people showing ManyChat bots, and I look at them and they build them very first grader type. And they're trying to act like they're the agent talking to somebody. My
Yeah.
bot has personality. So you give your bot a name, and then my bot has like a really cool, I got a little, like a lot of the agents are going to Fiverr and getting a really cool character made with the bot. And then the bot introduces itself and it says, hey, I'm Smarty's automated assistant. How can I help you? So that
Yeah.
way you're not pulling the curtain over anybody thinking they're talking to a human. And then it's quick to say, let me get the human over, I'm just a bot. Let me get my human Smarty over to talk to you.
Yeah. Hey, so for people that are, they're just not really technologically involved much. I mean, we have our phones and computers. For something like this, are you able to hold their hands a little bit, or do you have people that help you in support of all this?
Yeah. So I'm engaged with all my clients. So all the new ones that just signed up this week, I think I've had 2 or 3 Zooms with them already this week. And what are we on Monday? Oh, just today I've had 2 signed up over the weekend. So yeah, we're here to help you. And I have a team that I'm building in Asia right now to really build this up. So my VAs are good at it, but we're getting into the support side. But we do Friday masterclasses every Friday at noon East Coast. You get a message, and there it's all about like-minded agents that are everybody shares ideas and lead gen ideas at those events.
Mhm.
I'm also building a lot more guided help with the chat bot to try to help you along the way. So we're doing it. And then I'm going to start opening up some open hours in the week where people can just come and ask questions about their setup or an idea or whatever. So yeah, that's important. You don't just buy it and you don't see me again. You're going to see a lot of me, especially the 199 customers. We meet a couple times a month on lead gen strategies. So I have Meet Smarty the Realtor, and then everybody also, when you get to know me, it's Meet Smarty the Realtor. is my Zoom link. So people are always going to meet Smarty the Realtor, and they put time on my calendar, and we talk. So it's a partnership.
Okay. Now the agents, as far as like the video content, the agent will have to create their own video in some of the cases to replace your, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I do there is in the masterclass for each video ask flow, like that rent to own I showed you is about 14 videos.
Okay.
But as I just showed it to you, the videos are like 6 seconds. Like, oh, now that I know your credit,
Right.
what's your income, right? So it's that kind of video. So
Right.
what I do is I make all the videos available in the flow. And then what the agents are doing, a lot of them are, they have an iPad, right? So they're watching my video and then they're recording that version of it. And then I tell everybody in the training, keep the same naming convention. So then when you go into video ask, you just say, get rid of Smarty and put my credit in there. Get rid of Smarty, put in my income. And then next thing you know, you have your own personalized video ask ready to go. So I give you all the videos to work with. And then a lot of the agents are also like, when we did Zudelia, I usually do the first cut video of all those. So I did a cash offer plus, a trade-in plus, and then I make them available to people. And then the agents are making their own version of it for their business.
Okay. And how about the website? Do they already have to have their own website other than what KV Core gives them through EXP, or?
Yeah. So if you're already using KV Core, we'll just stick the chatbot on your website. I'll encourage you to put your chatbot in your drip campaigns. So, you can do text blasts and stuff. So I'll teach you how to do that kind of stuff. If you need a website, that comes with my $199 plan. So you can implement the website I just showed you and have a website on your URL and your digital business card that will come with it. And then we can work with any website. So I have agents on Chime and, Follow Up Boss and other sites that may have, whatever website you have, we could put the chatbot.
Okay.
So is there a way to, obviously, you're getting leads and you can obviously try to find ways to get the cost down for those who want to do the $199 a month. But have you already strategized with other agents on, if there was a lender involved with them or an insurance, to be able to, pay you directly so that it's like split up 3 ways or anything like that? Have you gotten that techie yet?
I haven't gotten that far on the sophisticated payment, because it's starting to have those conversations, because in my version 7, I just added the lender side. So all my agents are running around getting their lenders on the ManyChat so that we can coordinate the buyer and the lender together, right? So, and then I have lenders that are just buying my bot by themselves. Similar to, if you guys know HomeBot AI. So HomeBot AI is a powerful tool. It's primarily for lenders. So the lenders have to pay $250 and the agent only has to pay $25 for HomeBot AI. But you don't get access until you sponsor a lender. So you have to come on together, sort of. So I'm looking at those models, but I haven't done it because a lot of these lenders are like, I want my own bot. I had a lender this morning just bought the bot. He wants his own bot, not without a single lender. He wants to do his own marketing, right? But those that are doing the intertwine, we could work out something with them.
Now, didn't you say something as far as if we referred people, there was a different way to, so if we just referred a bunch of lenders, we could actually get down our cost?
Yeah. Oh, you're
That way
bringing
as well.
it down. Yeah. So on the $199 plan, I pay $58 a month per agent. So do that math. What does it take to get your $199 wiped out? And I'm working for free. So, so you get, a couple lenders, an agent using it. Next thing you know, I'm writing you a check instead of you writing me a check. Well, you still pay me because it comes through the subscription plan, your credit card, but I pay the affiliates monthly. So you get your Venmo or your PayPal from me with your affiliate payout.
So you said 2 lenders and an agent, we're good?
Yeah, 2 agents and a lender, that's what, $170. So now you're only paying me 20 some bucks on the $199 and, net, $20 to work with Smarty. And then you get your 4th person and now you're making money on me instead of I'm losing money on you, but gaining on all the other people.
Is this good for a brand new agent, someone that has no experience?
Yeah, so I have I brought over a Coldwell Banker brokerage here in Philadelphia with 12 agents, and half of them are all green behind the ears. They just got their license. So those guys are the ones that are really digging the bot because they're more techie and they're like, hey, let's go. So I have one guy that's doing really well. I have another guy that doesn't want to touch it. He's an older agent, but he's an older guy and he's new, but he's like, this is too much for me. So we have him knocking on doors and doing other stuff to get lead gen. But newer or experienced agents, it's not your experience. It's more like your appetite for automation, right? So if you have an appetite to automate your business, then it'll work for you.
Have you considered taking a referral on an agent's sale to pay for it? You know, put you on as a referring agent for, 10% or 15%, whatever.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I give 30% referral fee for the bot. When you is that what you're asking? Like if you
No,
get
I'm actually
signed up, you're the sponsor of that agent.
I'm actually talking to an agent. Let's say I wanted to utilize your program, and let's say that I'm a brand new agent, or I've just come from corporate world, and I've got a part-time or a full-time job because I don't have the money to pay $200 a month for this. Would you allow that agent to actually put you in, like when we go to Sky Slope, and put you in as a co-agent or whatever for that percentage?
Well, one thing that we do in the bot is the bot has a teaming capability. So I do have teams that are using the bot. So I'm not selling it to big teams, but if you have a team of 2 or 3 agents, I have a guy with like 6 agents on his team where it's one bot, they all collaborate and pay for the bot together. So they divide the costs, but it's one bot that has one message, one capability. But then in the bot does the distribution of the leads. So one cool thing that ManyChat has that I built, it has what's called a randomizer. So when a lead comes in, it says, this one's going to Susie, this one's going to Johnny, this one's going to Mike. So the leads get divvied out to the 6 of them, and they like it because they all get text messages with their leads. And then the mini broker of that group can see the activity of all his people.
That's cool.
I believe somebody did have a question. Robert said, do we lose access to bots and website if we sign up with you and don't maintain the subscription long-term? So like if they're not, obviously if you do a month to month, you're building everything out, it's going. So how does that work if something weird should take place and they can't pay?
Oh, so in the bot, while you're paying, you have the bot. And then I do have people that drop off after a time. So there's no long-term commitment. The bot goes away because it's all part of the AI brain. So the bot gets removed from the system. So they lose the bot.
But not all of the information that funnel indicates.
Oh, not all the bot. Yeah, not all the information. Your leads are your leads. Your leads are in ManyChat and over in KV Core. We don't take your leads back. It's whatever you generated is yours.
Now you did indicate that we do have to get Zapier if we wanted to have it flow into KV Core, which would be an added cost, or is that part of the 199?
No, so the nice thing about it is inside my chat bot, it requires a minimum of 3 zaps. So a buyer, a seller, and a renter. Now, when you do agent attraction, that'll be a 4th. Zapier has a free version of Zapier for 5 zaps. So all my agents across the world are not paying Zapier for their capability because they're staying inside that 5 zap rule. If you look at Smarty's Zapier, I have like 17 zaps. So I'm a techies, right? So I don't like it. Anything that I have to do manually, I automate. So, when a bot comes in, it's automatically added to my iPhone contact list. And if they do this over here, it sends it over here. So I use Zapier to do all that movement. We use Calendly for bookings. So the bot, we hook up your Calendly to the bot. I love when I wake up in the morning and I have 6 appointments today from people that talked to my bot while I was sleeping, and they're already in my calendar with names, phone number, and email for people that the bot put on my calendar. There we use Calendly. So if you want the automated scheduling, Calendly doesn't have a free version necessarily. That some people are subscribing to Calendly to have that capability. The only other expense on my side is the ManyChat, and that's $15 a month as a starting point. So it'll be my $199 plus $15 for ManyChat to get started.
How much are for the leads or the ads on Facebook? Is there a minimum amount of leads that have to be run in order to generate some leads?
Oh, so on the Facebook advertising, I'm a big believer of you always want to start small on Facebook. Don't go big. So I have agents that are running $2 or $3 a day ads. So they're saying we're going to spend $100 a month in advertising. to $5 a day and then ramp up from there. Once you get your first house, you get your nice commission check. You may say, all right, I'm going to bump it to $10 a day. $10 a day is still only $300 a month in advertising. So it's not a big expense, but, yeah, it depends on your budget. So, I'm a big believer. I teach people how to do custom audiences. So the first thing I want you to do is get your phone book, get this iPhone and suck all your contacts out, all your family and friends and pizza shop guys and newspaper guys and whatever, and put them in a custom audience in Facebook. And let's get some videos running. Those we do $1 a day. So I have ads running all year long with different videos, and my family and friends are always seeing my content. I want them to think of me when they're thinking about selling a house.
So
Right.
you can add, I can add like my past clients or my database or something into.
Oh,
the-
yeah. Yeah. Take
Oh.
all your past clients, take all your database.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we create custom audiences for all that. And then with my pin system, what I do is I get motivated sellers. I think I got like 1,100 expireds and FSBOs out of Philly last month. They all go into a custom audience in Facebook. So then I run a $2 or $3 ad campaign with a message, and just those FSBOs and expireds are seeing my ad.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I'm just, my head's spinning with all kinds of possibilities, agent attraction, and we work with a lot of investors. Of course, investors are always looking for deals. You work with investors, obviously.
Yeah.
And we have systems we use to help generate leads for that too. So I'm thinking there's probably, we should probably have a follow-up meeting too, just to but I could show you our platform, our team's platform.
Yeah.
And the things that the agents have access to on the team that we could, in other words, there might be some commonality between the agents because of the platform that we all share, or platforms we all share. So I've just got I've not had this sensation for a long time where it's like the possibilities and the opportunities that are that are presented because of this technology. The fact that you can have these bots do the chatting for you, and I've seen the chat bots too, but some of them just aren't that sophisticated. They're not that smart. They weren't written by Smarty.
They weren't written by Smarty. That's right. In fact, I love one of the comments. They said, "What came first, meet Kevin or meet Smarty?" That was Robert.
Yeah, he's up in his shadow area.
Yep, love it.
Hey guys,
The thought bubble over my head and probably everyone else's is too big at this point. I mean, I got so much information. I'm gonna have to rewatch this video when Bev sends it out for sure. Lots of great information. Thanks for coming.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me.
all right, well, listen to this, guys. Our next team meeting is not till next Wednesday, which is the 8th, second Wednesday of every month. But for those of you who are interested in agent attraction, that next meeting is Wednesday, the 1st, 2 p.m. Eastern. You can get the link on the GIA workplace page. And I'm going to make this part of that agenda, because I'm just thinking all the stuff we do for agent attraction. Now, granted, I'll probably do more than most people here, but there's about 10 or 20 of you on the team that are actively engaged in agent attraction. I definitely want to implement some of this for that. And then for production purposes, I just need to figure out how to tie in what we have our Really Flow and some of the campaigns we've got automated that we put already on KV Core, where we can implement or install these bots to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Those are the two things I'm chasing after. So I think we need to talk about that further as a team too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited to start using it for agent attraction for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited
for
about the version
I think
coming out. We're putting a lot of sweat equity in this. We want to make it really engaging for these agents.
Yeah.
When LinkedIn comes available, that should be, I think, for agent attraction, that could be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the thing? Everything requires initial conversations, gathering information, and if this can automate a lot of that, it just basically speeds up the process and makes it a lot. Everything we do, production, agent attraction, a lot more efficient. You're only talking to people who've gotten through the initial chat conversation, and then you put them in the funnel, and much easier, much faster.
Let them go. In fact, that's probably my biggest SOS question from a new client that comes in. Like I had a client that bought the bot last week and started advertising, and he's panicking. He's like, Smarty, he's texting me, Smarty, the person didn't answer the question. He's micromanaging. I'm like, let the bot do the work, because the ones that are serious are going to go through the experience. You know, some of them are just tire kickers. So you don't want to look at every conversation, say, why did they stop? That's I always say the baby started crying, they stopped talking to the bot, or, somebody rang the doorbell or something, right? So message marketing is all about let the bot do the automation, and the rest, comes through. The ones that are serious, you'll be surprised what they give the bot. People are more willing to give the bot their income and stuff than like talking to you on the phone. They're talking to an automated assistant. They give up that stuff.
And people really do like the digital bit. When you're out talking to people and meeting them, and you share your digital business card and it connects to the bot, they're just blown away.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of my favorites that I teach everybody is you're going to put your QR code on your lock screen of your phone. I love getting business in the shop. I do food shopping for our family, so it's not uncommon. I'm in the food line. I got a listing and a buyer back in December. I'm waiting in Giant's food line. And the lady next to me is starting to talk to me, and she's like, oh, my husband and I are looking to go into a 55 and over community. And I said, oh, I'm a realtor. I can help you with there. She's like, do you have a business card? So 99% of all realtors pull out their business card, and here's my card. That goes in the back of the pocketbook, right? Mine, I just said, I popped out my phone, and I didn't have to say it. She took her phone out and scanned it, and it called her by name and got her phone number, email, and introduced me. And then she shared it with two of her friends in her neighborhood, and I picked up more clients. So easy marketing, didn't cost anything. Just have a QR code on your phone, and then pass it out to the bot.
Hey, John, have you used this in the Bay Area? Dwayne's from Danville.
No Bay Area customers. I got people in LA and San Diego right now, or my California client base. So nobody up in the Bay. And then
I was curious about that, because there's a lot of bots they're using, and none of them look like this.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad bots in the world.
They're really bad.
I see other people.
This one is
bots.
just, it's kind of on steroids.
Yeah. One guy that's in our rev share team, you guys know Mike Sherrard?
We know that.
So Mike's a great guy. I always give him, he drives that purple Lamborghini and all. And I'm like, Mike, he delivers a bot with his business. So I look at his flows, because I'm part of the wolf pack, and I'm like, that's what I call just rudimentary ManyChat, ask a question kind of flow. But there's a lot of bots like that they're not intuitive. They're not engaging. They don't speak Spanish, right? Those kind of things. It's just the nature of what I do. Nora said Wix. I used to use Wix a long time ago for my websites for another business. My wife has a clothing line and a shoe store that we had a Wix store. Absolutely, you could put it on Wix. In fact, my debt guy, I was on Wix this morning because he uses Wix for his debt consolidation company.
Okay.
You have a lot of people in Northern Virginia?
No.
Good.
You can be the first.
I thought you said you had one lady that was using a planner or something.
Yeah, so that one just came in. She's in like Reston.
Yeah, that's Northern Virginia.
That's Northern. Yeah, so so that I guess
So
that would be considered, yeah.
So one
she's in
lady.
Reston. She's the planner lady.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I have like Baltimore. There's one of my longtime clients is a Berkshire Hathaway agent down in Baltimore. She's a big time hitter. She's a really big agent down there. She's been with me for like 2.5, 3 years. She's the least technical I've ever seen. She doesn't even know what the any key is. When I say hit an any key on your computer, and she's like, where's the any key? So she's and she makes it work. She does her ads, and she knows how to put a QR code on stickers, and she sends out letters, and the bot does the talking. So it takes her automation to another level, but she's so non-technical.
So those who are more self-conscious about the cost and moving forward and things like that, I'm assuming that with your masterminds and things like that, that you automatically have suggestions on what to implement first to begin to get leads coming in, to then pay for the expenses going out. So assuming that will be part of, after the initial setup of then implementation to get leads in.
Yeah, so what happens is when you sign up for the program, you get an email welcoming to the ProEdge family and then instructions on how to get to the courses for the setup. But then the other email comes out as, introducing me with my contact information and then a Calendly link. So I encourage everybody to set up a strategy session with me right out of the gate. So usually in the first day or two, you have your bot set up and we're on a Zoom together talking about strategy. Where what are you focused on? What's your budget? You want to stay free. So all those things come into that strategy to try to, fit the program to the agent. And I bring suggestions on things that you could try.
And I apologize, I came in just a little bit late. You might not have talked about it. So is there also like a setup fee, or you just?
No setup fee. Yeah. Yeah. It's meant the program. I just redid all my training courses for the version 7 that just came out at the end of January. So the new classes just came out. The feedback's been really good. I really tried to simplify it and make it really step forward. So you can sign in, start with video 1 and just walk down. Even to the point where I have agents that don't even have a Facebook page. So like my very first setup is ManyChat requires a Facebook page. So I have a how to create a Facebook page video to help you set up your business page. A bunch of agents didn't know what Business Manager was. I said, you're not doing any ads, obviously. So, and custom audiences. So let's get that set up for you because that'll help you this year. So I have a video with Business Manager, how to set it up. So, to get it working. Then we transition into ManyChat, installing the bot. And then there's like a series of videos on personalizing your own bot. What you'll find in my bot, because I'm a developer mindset, when I do bots, I realized that I couldn't build a single bot that works for everybody. If I hard coded income levels or rent or credit scores, and then you started using it in your market and the bot's talking about, like my LA guys are like, that income level is not going to work for us, or the average rent in LA is X. So what I do is I use what's called system variables in ManyChat. So you go to a screen and it'll say, what do you want the credit limit to be? And you just plug in your number. What do you want? Do you use, I wrote 2 ebooks last year for rent to own. So I wrote the ebooks for all the chatbot customers. And then I find a really good Fiverr. This girl on Fiverr, she's over in Europe. In my member course, I have the Fiverr link to her. I have the chatbot, and then you order it through her for $30. She'll brand an ebook for you for your business. And then we put that in the bot. So, but one of my questions are, do you use ebooks? So initially everybody signs up for my program, like, what's an ebook? I don't have an ebook for rent to own. So they'll make that false. So then the bot won't even talk about an ebook. Once you get your ebook, if you want one, you make it true. And then the bot will say, here's our ebook. Right. We do webinars. So I built a webinar package as well. Webinars are big this year in the marketing. So we're all doubling down on, in my 199 plan, I build out a whole webinar series. So I just built one of my partners, EXP partners down in South Carolina, Jesse, we just co-paired, we did a rent-to-own webinar together. And in our master classes, now we're partnering with our lenders. We're going to do a first-time buyers webinar. And then we want to do a luxury webinar. So we're going to start introducing webinars this year into our marketing as well. But that's another question you answer the bot. Do you run webinars? And if you don't, you just say false. And then the bot won't even mention that you do webinars. But when you turn webinars on, then the bot will say, hey, you can either stay here, attend one of my webinars, or go to my website.
Amazing. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Excuse me. Well, people are asking the areas like, you have people in Georgia? What was another?
I had a quick question, Jerry.
Okay, go ahead.
Gary. Hey, Smarty.
How you doing?
That's awesome. Thank you. Hey, I'm a new realtor. I'm a fresh new realtor.
Nice.
And I saw your business page or your business card. It looks like a website.
Yep.
Literally today, I was talking to a client from. I put a sign out in the farm saying, what's your land worth, and I got a call in. And I wanted to send that business card. So I was actually literally today looking for that.
For that business card. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've seen it's a site, so it has a lot of different things in it. And I'm just wondering, marketing wise, because we know that, a lead could get lost in a, right? Kind of
Good,
in a
very good
place like
question.
that.
So one of the things I do with my digital business card, so you get the business card, it's a website. So you get the business card. All those buttons you saw on my business card, I built them in Canva. And what I do is I give you my Canva template. So you get the whole Canva template, and then you could use my buttons and just put your name on it, or make them green, purple, orange, whatever, or redesign your own buttons. And then I teach you how to put them back on the page. So then your page is very personalized. The nice thing about it, and a lot of web developers don't even, does everybody know what an OG image is?
Yeah.
So I teach people OG images. So what I do, it's if you ever paste a URL in a text message and send it to somebody, if you don't have an OG image tied to that website, it just comes in as a link. Okay, so instead, let me see if I can find one. What I do in marketing, and I teach you guys this in my classes, is every single, like I had a buyer on Saturday at family, and she drove me crazy, her and her husband, and she had her kids with her. We looked at 9 houses on Saturday. We were out all afternoon. What I do is my marketing, because you're a new realtor, the best practice I do is I immediately, when I set up the showings on showing time, I send a text message out to all the realtors we're going to see their homes. It's part of my agent attraction strategy. So they get a text message from me, but my digital business card comes up with a really cool card inside a messenger. So when you open up your text message, it's not just a link, but it has me, a picture, and here's my digital business card. They can click on it and open up the web page and see everything about me. One of my buttons is learn about EXP. So I get agents joining my team. They saw the card, they saw the automation. So that's what comes with the digital card, is the OG image, the link. It's a website for marketing. That also happens if you paste a link inside of social media. So if you take a link from KV Core, KV Core does it because they do an OG image with it. But if you paste a link in a post on Facebook, if you don't have that image tied to the link, it just comes in as a link. But if there's an OG image, it'll pop up and show the image that's behind the link. So you want your business card to pop up, not just a link.
That's an image that has a link to a URL.
Correct.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we teach all kinds of tricks. And then I'm your tech guy. You come up with a problem and I'd love to solve it. So we're trying to solve a lot of things in marketing. It's what we do as a group.
Now we know why they call you Smarty.
Yeah. So how about do you know if you're doing this currently up in Seattle area?
See, I do have an agent in Seattle, so he's been with me for about a year. Yeah, he's a good agent.
Okay. How about
Todd Watkins? I don't know if you know Todd. He's an EXPer up there. He's an Icon agent up in Seattle.
Okay.
He specializes in expired listings and stuff. He has an expired listing postcard campaign that just he icons just by people calling him to sell their house. And he said, "You're the only agent that I consistently get a postcard in the mailbox. Every other agent sends one postcard and they're done, but he constantly is in their mailbox. And now he has a QR code on it to talk to the bot. He loves it."
How about Oregon? Anybody? I know Oregon's a big.
Nobody in Oregon.
Okay. That's okay though. I mean, the way the software works, it really doesn't matter where somebody is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I have, like in Philly, I have a lot of them here in Philly with me. Everybody on my team in Philly has the chat bot, and we don't collide.
Yeah.
The reason that I was asking personally, because I'm the one that asked for Oregon, is I think that it's an advantage for, as an Oregonian, we tend to be a little behind things. So if we, the 2 of us or I think there's 5 of us on the team here, got that, that would be a big advantage for us.
Yep, for you in the town. Absolutely. I used to get in trouble when I was just an investor. I came into Philadelphia. I run the largest investment group in Philadelphia area. It's called the Philadelphia Real Estate Investment Association. we have 13,000 investors in this Facebook group. And what I would do is I would drive around the city, and I was new. I was in the corporate world, worked for IBM. And I'm like, I'm going to be an investor. How do I advertise? And I'd go to these meetings, and they're like, we do bandit signs. We buy houses. So I'm like, I would go through town, and I'd see on a telephone pole 4 signs that say we buy houses from 4 different investors. Well, what does somebody do when they see that? If they're really interested in selling their house, they're going to take their phone out to take a picture of the phone numbers. So when they get home, maybe they call a couple of those numbers. So what I would do is I'd look for all the telephone poles that have a lot of signs, and then I put a "We Buy Houses" Smarty sign on it with a QR code. So the time when they scan the telephone pole, it immediately says, "Hey, Bobby, are you interested in selling your home?" And my bot's already negotiating with them before they even get home, right? So that's the advantage you have. You get this technological advantage, with scans. I have another realtor that is this coach for his daughter's little league team or little soccer team. So he bought all the t-shirts for the team. So he threw a QR code on the back of the girls' t-shirts. So people are running around the soccer field and people are scanning the QR code, and it talks to the bot.
Hey, Dwayne's asking, do you have an Instagram the bot is attached to? Dwayne, do you mean his own personal Instagram?
Yeah, just something we could go on and we could like interact to see how the bot works.
Yeah, so if you go to apartment specials on Instagram, you'll get to see my partner down there. Look at some of his videos. After I take people there, like I have a dozen realtors in EXP around the country going, I just want his model. Let's set up his model for Instagram. So they're all setting up this model. But if you go to that model, he has beautiful apartments, and all you have to do is click on an apartment and say, hey, this is a beautiful house or apartment, or can I see this apartment? And then the bot's going to send you a message on Instagram Messenger with his message that he set up.
Nice. Susan's asking, could she use the apartment finder in other cities that have more apartment complexes than her? She's in Lynchburg, Virginia, so there's not like a lot of apartment complexes there.
Oh, absolutely. In your model, you could market in other areas, or you could do it depends on what your business model is. I have an agent, this young guy, he mastered the model of this program, and he said, I could take this and start marketing in other cities. So he's located in Denver, and then he does Minnesota, Kansas, Tampa, Florida. He picks cities in the United States and he does advertising, and he lets the bot do all the work. It nurtures the person, and he gets the lead, and then he does referrals. So he has a whole referral business with agents all over the country because he's doing the lead gen, and he never shows houses.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with our team is we're in 36 states now, and we have a system that allows us to have access to every property, residential or commercial, anywhere in the country. Doesn't matter where.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So we have it.
Is that Showcase IDX?
It's actually called Real eFlow. So
Real eFlow. Okay.
So I bought it a couple of years ago and added the commercial piece last year, and there's like a monthly dues I got to pay too, but everybody gets an account. And we've had a good bit of interaction between agents amongst each other across state lines and stuff. It just gives us, the cool thing is, guys, is now just imagine how these bots are going to speed things up. It's going to be like adding nitrous oxide to a car engine or something, with the tools we have already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's impressive. You got that. That was one of the things that blew my mind. So I come out of the corporate world doing all commercial real estate for my whole career. We have major systems like CoreNet and all these sites that are all commercial based. And then I come into the real estate world, and I got my KV Core, and I'm all excited. I got my website, and one of my clients said, Smarty, I was on your website, and I couldn't see any homes in Tampa, Florida. We want to buy a second house. So I called the broker in PA. I go, what's wrong? Something's broken with my KV Core website. Why can't I see houses? And they're like, oh no, you're only tied to your MLS. I go, wasn't there a national MLS? And they're like, no, there's 280 MLSs or whatever in the United States. I'm like, oh, this industry is so broken.
Oh yeah.
We should have one database. So that's why you have the Zillows of the world to say, let's suck it all in, right?
Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. Does everybody here know how to get a hold of Smarty? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
No.
Meet Smarty.
I don't know.
Meet Smarty.com.
Meet Marty.
Meet Smarty the Realtor.com. Here, I'll just put it back in the chat.
Where is it?
In the chat window,
just put it in the chat box.
meetsmartestrealtor.com.
You would click on the chat.
Yeah, and if anybody has, I have my Calendly on that business card. You want to talk to me offline, set up a Zoom with me. We, happy to hop on a call with you and, answer any questions you have.
I wonder if there's a way to tie this into like Zillow, Realtor.com and Homes.com and some of those other sites.
So not really, like, because they're closed down sites. I'm
Right.
anxious to know, we just did the partnership with Realtor.com, right, with EXP. So I'm anxious to see how powerful that is.
Right.
I was on another Zoom with another group that's doing Showcase IDX stuff. There's another big thing coming out for all of us realtors for lead gen. So I'm participating in this early adopter program.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Everybody okay?
Yeah, I don't see the bot on the Instagram link you sent, and also Gilbert sent his link, which is cool, very cool. But I don't see the bot. Is it supposed to jump, or is it in the bottom, or where do I
Oh,
find
so
that?
what the bot does is the bot sends it through Instagram Messenger, so it sends them a message. So do you have Messenger turned on your Instagram page? So see if I can show it here. I'm going to go and see if I can show you the
Yeah,
link.
go ahead and share screen again.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so let me do it from the phone perspective. So if I do,
Or is it works only on the phone? It's supposed to work on
no,
computer
it
as
works
well,
on the
right?
computer, but on the computer you don't have the Messenger app. So let me see if I can do this, Gary.
Okay.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Yeah, you should still be able to do that. Yeah. I don't think you were depromoted or unpromoted.
Yeah, let me see if this will work here. I'm going to do a screen share.
I don't have a password.
It's asking me to do a plugin real quick for the. Oh, here we go. Do you see my screen?
It says John Smart has started screen sharing.
So do you see my iPhone now?
Not yet. It does say it started sharing screen share. I'm not sure, started screen share. I'm not sure.
But you don't see my screen. Yeah, because I have my iPhone on my showing on my Mac. Yeah, it's sharing. Let me try it again. Does everybody see that?
It's actually still showing that the message says John Smart has started screen sharing.
It's all black.
Yeah, I know that what you're doing, it can be done. I just haven't done it myself. I don't, in fact.
Yeah, I can do it through my, let me just use a cord.
Okay. Hey, Andre, you and I should talk about this tomorrow when you and I meet about this is,
Yeah, we gotta get this going.
yep.
All right, let's see if I can do it this way because they let me share with a cable.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say share. There we go.
There we go.
Yep, there you go.
Do you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, so I come over here to my social media and I'm browsing on my Instagram page and I'm on apartment specials. So these are all his apartments. And I want to see this apartment here. So we have a little video. He has some really cool music. And then I click on it to send a message, and I say, I would love to see this place. So they just do a message on the post. So as they do that, the bot will go into a message mode, and I just got the message, and now the bot's talking to me. So it says, thanks for commenting on our post. Are you interested in this or another apartment? I say, yes, I am. So now this is the chat bot running on his Instagram page when somebody interacted with the bot. Now, this is an interesting fact about Instagram. This came up on Instagram. We just made a change about 6 months ago for him. Instagram stopped sharing the person's full name. So on Facebook, when somebody comes in, it says your full name. On Instagram, it says your handle, whatever your handle is. So what we added for him is, what's your full name? And you'd be surprised how many people go. So I'll say Smarty, right? So I give him my name, and now it's going to get information about me. So now I get my phone number, right? And he gets a lot of really good phone numbers and emails from the bot. People want these apartments, so they're putting their valid data. And then says, thanks, our team will reach out to you. Have a great day. So then he has a whole call center team that reaches out, and he has drip campaigns and SMS texts that go out in his automation. And then he also drives traffic to his website. So he does a lot of automation just from people commenting. But it's amazing, absolutely amazing when you see Instagram. Let me see Instagram here. Apartment specials. When you're on Instagram on his page, look at this. This video he posted today, 923 comments.
Jeez.
That's 923 people were talking to the bot. 1,137 comments on that one. This is just today.
We're not seeing it.
We can't see that.
Oh, wait, you're not seeing it? Oh, let me
No.
do this. Let me share a screen then. Let me do it this way. It is absolutely insane what he's done. So this is his Instagram page, right? I just showed you on my phone, but now I'm on my desktop. Look at this. So as you come in here, oh, the share's not letting me see the numbers. That's weird.
I think we did see some earlier.
Yeah, so if you go to his page on the thing, that one in the middle has 1,100 and some comments on that page. It is insane. And every time somebody comments, the bot talks to them, right? That's why he has over 9,000 people. Every month he's getting like 9,000 people talk to the bot, give them names, phone numbers, emails, a high percentage of them. And he's closing 70, 80, 90 deals a month through this bot. And it's a brilliant model because he never shows the places. So one thing he had me add to the bot, you didn't see it in this message, but on he does Instagram lives and reels. So we have different flows. In one of the flows, the bot will say, and don't forget, because the only way he gets paid is if the renter puts his name on who referred you to the apartment. So that's the only way it works, right? For him to get paid. So he promotes the apartment. They go see it on their own. And if they get a tour by the site manager and they like it, they get a tour of the apartment, they fill out an application at the office at the apartment complex. In that application says, who brought you over here? The bot will say, if you put my name on the application as the person that referred you, I give you a $200 Amazon gift card. So all the renters want an Amazon gift card. So they put his name on the application, and then he gets 70 deals a month, people applying to apartments.
Wow.
And for him,
I was confused at first. So he lives in a state where he can give things back to people?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yes and no, because it's a private message between the two individuals. Nobody else knows that they're getting a $200 gift card.
But Smarty, in this example, so the first interaction is from the visitor, right?
Yeah.
So only if I text in one of those ads that I'm interested, or if I ask a question, only then I get into the conversation with the bot, right?
Yeah. So this is what's called in the message marketing world. This is what's called a comment trigger. So when somebody
Versus the
comments on a
Facebook
post,
Okay.
where a Facebook ad, they see an ad and there's a learn more button or
Yes.
whatever the button is, when they click on the button, that's when the bot talks.
Mhm.
This is when they comment on the post. What's really cool on the Facebook side is ManyChat has all this capability, and I built it into my bot. When somebody comments on Facebook, I'll just show you real quick what I have in my system. So in the chat bot, stop. There we go. So in ManyChat, this is awesome. So in ManyChat, with what they have the ability to do is, let me go into my flow here. This is called post engagement. So what I did was, if I open this guy up in ManyChat, this may be a little technical for some people, but I set it all up for you. When you do posts on your page on Facebook or Instagram, my bot's automatically connected to those. So when somebody comments on one of your posts, what the chat bot will do for you is reply to their comment right on the post. It'll like their post, their comment, and then it sends them a message. So what I did in my messaging, I used ChatGPT to come up with some really creative responses. So ChatGPT's in version 7. So over in here, it'll say, appreciate it. It's nice to know my post resonated with you. Check your DM, right? And this is the message. This is the tag. You're replying to their comment on Facebook. You know how on Facebook you can make a comment and somebody can comment on your comment?
Mm-hmm.
The bot's doing that comment on a comment. And then what it also does down below, there's a button that says you also want the bot to like the comment. So it likes their comment. And you just put posts on your page and let the bot do the work.
Awesome.
Do you have this created for investors?
Yeah, because my very first, I was an investor before I was a realtor. So
Right.
there's part of my bot that says, oh, don't work with those damn realtors and pay those commissions. I'll buy the house for all cash and no hassle, da 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 da. So I do have a lot of investors started with my bot initially before realtors. And then I became a realtor. I'm like, oh, I got to soften that language up and talk about the benefits of a realtor.
Awesome call, guys. Really appreciate it.
Really? This is awesome.
We'll be, I think we can get a lot of our team members excited about this, Gary.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
So we'll do a little more brainstorming on some of the specific applications, but already know 2 main ones off the top of my head. So Smarty, I'll definitely be reaching out
Yeah,
to you.
reach out. We could do a little brainstorm session looking at your systems.
Because we have the way I run my team is it's not really about me. It's matter of fact, my name's not even on the team, but it's basically replicating EXP through the team to empower agents to build their own brands and models using all the tools we can possibly get them,
That's awesome.
So we do have a team presence. It's just more in a support education role, so.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. So, well, listen, guys, this has been a extremely fruitful, valuable night. So just show of hands, or if you want to clap or type in a chat box, if on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, 2 hands. Yeah. That's a 10. But thanks, John. I really appreciate you doing this. But it's funny. I can't believe all these months have gone by that fast since we met and did this, but
that's right.
I'm excited to get to know you more. And you're going to be in shareholders in Orlando.
No, I have a personal commitment that we're doing, so I can't get out of that. So I'm not going to be Orlando, but I'm doing another EXP event. I got invited to, it's another group within EXP that has a mastermind in Phoenix coming up in April.
Okay.
There's like 700 or 800 agents going there. So I'm going to fly out to that, but I'm disappointed I'm not going to be at shareholders.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be I probably have already started reaching out to you.
Yeah.
And for everybody here, make sure you set up a strategy call with me, set up a one-on-one if you haven't had one for a couple of weeks. And we can dig in a little bit deeper and I'll give you some ideas for implementation here. But the main thing is just get dialed in. And this is, going to automate a lot more for you than what we even already have. Just using our EXP and team tools. I mean, this was just literally going to make things easier for you, and I'm fairly confident it's going to bring in more business a lot faster. We're going to need that as these months and the year progresses, unless there's some miracle it's going to occur economically. At the end of the day, too, when you do this kind of work, you're going to win no matter what, whether the economy goes up or down. You've gives yourself a distinct advantage, you know. So,
That's right.
yep. Okay, guys, I'm going to go.
All right,
That's
everyone.
it. Good night. Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Yep. You guys have a good night. God bless you and your families. We will see you. The mastermind, Agent Attraction Mastermind Wednesday for those in that, and then everybody else will see you one-on-ones the next Monday night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night, everyone.